Hello and welcome to another video on doing stuff and filming it. I'm trying to keep up with these TV licensing letters, so I've got another one. Alrighty then, here we go, we've got another one. This time it's in a big scary red envelope. At least it would be more scary if they didn't send me a big scary red envelope every 3 bloody months, but there we go, that's life. So, starting off at the front, as we always do, we've got the usual to the legal occupier at my address, scribbled out the QR codes and that little number across the top, and overleaf we have the usual Darlington return address, sustainably sourced paper which they needn't have sent to me, and we've got this code here again, ENV C5R Pulse. The end numbers are different to the last envelope I looked at, just these end few here. Now I will try and remember to look at what those actually mean. I don't believe they're anything to do with TV licensing. I think they're maybe just something to do with the manufacturing process for this envelope. They're probably a form of batch number or something like that. But you can't trust them, so you never know, it may have something to do with TV licensing after all. Right, let's have a look inside. Alrighty then, so, as you can see, dated back in August. I do apologise, I am so far behind with these letters. I've just been stacking them up and I've been doing other things throughout my summer and autumn. Mainly riding my motorbike because it's fun. Sorry, but not that sorry. Alright, dear sir or madam, that's Colonel to you. As you have not responded to our letters yet, or all the others, you have left us no alternative but to proceed with the final stages of our investigation. An officer has been scheduled to visit my address to find out if TV is being watched, recorded or downloaded illegally. The officer may visit your property any day of the week, morning or evening. They're not coming. I mean, they never did come. I'm probably back at the start of their non-existent investigation now, and still nobody's coming. So, what does that put me on now? 3, 4 investigations? Whatever. The information below explains the procedure. You may refer to it during a visit from the officer. Yours faithfully, the non-existent Scott Robson. Alright, and yeah, we've got this lovely tear-off mark, and it's roughly folded along it. I don't like this one. This I find an especially threatening and disgusting letter from them, because it says you haven't responded to us, like you have some sort of duty to do it, and you've left us no alternative, we're coming to get you now, an officer is on their way. They're not officers, they're salesmen, but but then at the same time it makes out like the second half of this is something that might help you. It won't. Nothing about this is for your benefit. It's they're purely out to get you. That's all it's for. But we'll carry on. So, visit undertaken by Cambridge Enforcement Division. They're not coming out here. I am an hour's drive from Cambridge. If they come up at rush hour, that could be 2 hours easily. So, yeah, that's not right. So, what you need to know about the enforcement process, and there's a little qualifying mark, but it doesn't. Oh right, yeah, there we go. Right, yeah. In Scotland, Scottish criminal law applies. Right, fine. Right, not interested in that. We can apply to court for a search warrant to gain access to your property. You can, but you ain't gonna. An officer may interview you under caution in accordance with national criminal law. He might do, but he's not a police officer or anything. He's just a salesman, so he can caution me as much as I like. The door's just getting closed. Anything you say to the officer may be used as evidence in court. That's why you shut your mouth. You may risk a fine of up to £1,000. It's never that much, plus any legal costs, which is probably not that much either, and compensation, again, probably not that much. If your property needs a TV licence, you will still need to buy one. And a reminder of the law: it is illegal to watch or record live TV programmes on any channel. Download them from iPlayer without a TV licence. No matter what device you use, you can still do one of the following: buy a licence and let us know you don't need one. Again, don't call the numbers. So, I mean, that bit's fairly standard. That bit is just more threats and relying on people's ignorance should they actually bother to turn up, which they almost never do. Again, I've covered this before, but we need to keep saying it for as long as these people are still out there, still threatening our grandmothers. Apply to court for a search warrant to gain access to your property. Now, they only ever do that if you've already talked to them, you know, and given them something to go on. You know, they don't just apply to it just because you've ignored them, because it's a waste of time. And they won't force entry either. I mean, having a court order does allow them to do that, but I believe it's their, well, I know it's their policy not to do that. If you don't let them in, they'll walk away, but then you are in contempt of court. But if there's nobody in when they come, then they'll just leave. So yeah, that's that. So just flip it over. Now, this is laid out a little differently to the last one, but it is the same information. How can you pay? Yeah, you can go online, you can call up, or go to a PayPoint store, which I do actually congratulate them for using. Yeah, a lot of people, especially if you're, let's say, on a quite low income, or you're quite poor, I'll just say it, you tend to deal in cash a lot more. A lot of people find it easier to manage their money, as well as the elderly and such like. And those pay points are quite a good way to pay for bills and such like. So, credit where credit's due. I'm glad they still use that. Not many places do anymore. Would it be easier to spread the cost? And that just explains how you break it down. You can get these payment cards, etc. I think I did look into getting hold of one of those payment cards, and you basically have to, yeah, promise to pay for one, which, put it this way, I had to give them all my details and tell them that I needed a license in order to get my hands on one. All I wanted to do was show you what one looked like and then just bin it. But yeah, I decided not to go down that route. What if you don't need a license? We'd like to stop writing to you. No, you fucking wouldn't. You love writing to me. You love sending me all this crap. And then it goes on about, yeah, the law, as long as no one else living at the address, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, games console, digital box, VHS recorder, all that jazz. And it invites you to, yeah, either go to their website or send them a letter. It doesn't ask you to ring them there, but yeah, whatever. Could you get a concession? Yeah, concessions. That does remind me, I have found some information regarding how TV licenses work in, say, like care homes and such like, which I do need to make a video about. So if I've made it by the time this goes public, I will leave a link in the description. So, would you like this in a more accessible format? You can't get it. And have your details changed, correspondence in Welsh. And then that's just a form to change your details. So, all laid out a bit different in big scary red text in places, but it's all just fairly standard shite. Right, just a couple of things left to do with it. So we have, do not write below this line. What shall we write? We're gonna write, Yo Mama. Because somebody, for my Secret Santa, obviously I don't know who, bought me 101 hilarious Yo Mama jokes. I think they know me too well. That will be a video all of its own. Well, a series of videos, but you'll have to watch out for that. Right, just got to dispose of it now. Right, well, a lot of people, too many to mention, tens, hundreds, thousands, trillions, you've all said to just shred it. Just shred it. Just put it straight in the shredder. And I'm saying, oh, it's boring. No, let's do something more creative. And you keep on saying it. Just shred it. Just shred it. All right, I'm going to shred it. This is my shredder. As you can see, it has a thick layer of dust on it because I hardly ever use it because, well, I come up with more creative ways of disposing of things. But there we go, look. We'll do the envelope first. It's gone. And now the letter. And that's it. That's all there is to it. It's boring, guys. you know, it's just boring. I mean, Bella's a bit curious about it. What is it, Bella? No, she don't like it. Even shredded up, she knows the letters are bullshit. So, I mean, the only thing that could make this entertaining is if I read from the book of Yo Mama. Let's see if we can find one. Let's pick one at random. Here we go. Yo Mama is so fat, when I told her to bend over and touch her feet, she said, "What are those?" Right, I'm going to do something more interesting for the next one. Thank you for watching this video on doing stuff and filming it. Please don't forget to press the big button here in the middle to subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you liked what you just saw, please click the like button below and leave a comment letting me know what you liked about it. And as always, thank you for watching.